Today we are going to continue on the Magic Moves courses for when you're traveling.
We're doing legs up the wall. You can see we're still in our imaginary hotel or a place where all we have is access to a towel, some pillows, really bare bones amount of accessories. And what you'll see me do right now, I'm making a little yoga mat out of this blanket. Getting it along the wall just adds a little bit of extra comfort. So you'll see that I rolled it up here at the end. And the way we get to the wall is we scooch ourselves right to the back of the wall. And then you'll slowly start to lean over onto one side and bring your feet and your hips and your glutes to the wall. And then imagine that your tailbone is a doorknob and you're gonna rotate the body to the side and allow yourself just to access the wall. So real nice and easy. This is the kind of yoga that you can do in your pajamas. So it is definitely my jam. And when you get here, just take a moment, really, as much opportunity to bring your hips and your glutes to the wall. If it's not comfortable there, if you have a little bit of space there, it's okay. Just accepting whatever condition your body is in. Maybe you wiggle out the shoulders, just kind of find a little bit of movement. Maybe you allow the legs to walk up and down the wall just a bit. And then if you have those hotel pillows, you can enhance the shape. You can put one on top of your feet. Allow it to go back into that comfortable space where you're lifting the toes and the heels away from the body, and that just puts a little bit of extra weight, and it helps the parasympathetic nervous system to engage. Similarly, taking a pillow over the head onto the arms puts a little bit of weight there. And the magic here is just to find stillness, to drop in, where you close your eyes and start to become aware of your breath, where you feel your low back, the tailbone, the glutes. After about 30-45 seconds, the joints start to open up a little more space, and as that space opens up, maybe you just energetically feel yourself moving the low back and the tailbone closer to the earth. And we're going to hold this shape for about 8 minutes. So I'm going to use a timer so that we're nice and true to the amount of time that it takes for circulation to move. So sometimes you'll hear that when you're in inversion, there might be a different shift in your energy, but your blood circulation always goes in the same direction. But it does take 8 full minutes to leave the heart and to move its way throughout all of the body before it comes back into the heart. And so while you're here, just relaxing and resting, just feeling your breath starting to expand. Maybe you breathe in exclusively through the nose. Just feel the belly. Maybe you want you to put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Or you can just allow yourself to add that little bit of extra weight to the hands over the head, feeling this now in the underarms, the biceps, the triceps. If you like, you can close your eyes, start to feel your body completely from within. Bring your awareness to the sound of your breath, letting your breath be your drishti, your focal point. We listen to that wave-like rhythm. Starts to calm the mind, starts to release the feel-good hormones, starts to pull back on cortisol. If you want to go into some ease breath here, I invite you to join me. You just take a tongue to the roof of the mouth and Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, just feel a hum. Do it together. Inhale through the nose. Feel up, fill all the way to the top of the chest, the collarbone, everything's starting to open up space, and then the tongue goes to the roof of the mouth. Do that a couple more times. Big breath in. One big inhale. Maybe the tongue comes to that soft part of the back of the palate and the throat. Just allow yourself to just linger here. If you're feeling that subtle shift, stimulate the vagus nerve. Whenever we stimulate the vagus nerve with these breath, and as well as legs up the wall, we improve our digestion, allow both the vagal tone and the organs to have a little bit of enhancement. This shape, we're about halfway through our time here, is listed in Bertie Clark's Yin book under the category as the most effective of all of the restorative yoga shapes and poses. If you think about it, there's nothing to do here besides breathe and just to feel your awareness, your sensation. You're allowing the bones to be heavy, you're allowing the wall and gravity to do the work. It's not easy because this is what's challenge is it's 8 minutes of just observing and pacing thoughts. So if you're in a hotel, maybe you put on some music, maybe you listen to the most recent episode Conscious Collaboration podcast. It's available on iTunes and other streaming sources. Maybe you hold your breath at the top of the inhale and just float that Kumbhaka retention. This is when you get to use your breath to deepen your practice. The heart is pumping a little stronger now, having to add a little bit more extra work for that blood to go in this light inversion. That's what's doing the magic here in your low back. So I have to mention that this is a great treatment if you have acute low back pain, if you have tightness there, the blood moving through those areas, the heart pumping a little heavy, harder, opens up the capillaries. So after 8 minutes and legs up the wall, you will feel that clearing out in that area. As well as you're feeling that lymphatic fluid starting to adjust, the body starting to slow down. 1 more minute. You're doing this at home. You have pets. For children, obviously, this is going to be an invitation for them to come to play along, to lick, to walk, to bump. Just observing with humility and grace and curiosity, anything that might arise, any distractions, anything that might try to pull you out of practice. That's why just giving yourself just 8 minutes. That's really all it takes. We're past that 8-minute spot, so allow yourself, if you have a pillow on the legs, to release the pillow. And you could easily just exit from here the way we came in. You would just allow the legs to shift to one space. While I have you, I want to go a little deeper into the practice, so feel free if you like to bend that right knee, starting to lift it and cross it over the left thigh. And then slowly bending the left foot down, walking it a little closer towards the body. You'll feel the right hip coming off the wall, and then slowly, energetically starting to just feel that right hip coming back towards the midline as you stay here. This is a inverted pigeon, also known as a figure 4. You can take the right hand, if you like, and bring it towards the inside of the right thigh. You can make ankle circles. You can give yourself a nice little sensory massage. Our foot is such a magical part of the body that's often forgotten. So maybe just take a few moments here and just give nice sensory taps, or you imagine your hands are mallets. You just start to just remind the body, even the shins, the ankles, all this area likes to have these sensations. If you have any tattoos or if you have any scars, just knowing that you give those areas some extra love. You do some ankle circles, maybe feel the sticky spots on the calf, the knee. And then in true yin fashion, we're going to drop in, find some stillness so the hands can come to the side, or maybe you want to put them back underneath the comfort of that pillow. And this shape is really where you will feel that space opening up after about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. You might feel that the left foot is able to scooch lower and lower to the wall. Feel your breath. Feeling that right hip just coming back towards the mat. Scanning the body, observing if you're putting in any effort in the glute, the calf, and the thigh. Just see if you can back out any effort by 10 or 15%, just allowing the body to get heavy. Using your imagination, wherever you feel sensation, just sending your focus, your concentration there, even guiding your next inhale towards that space. Maybe you visualize cool color blue, green, swirling that area, healing, repairing, restoring. And then imagine an orange release going in every direction, removing maybe that tightness or that stiffness. Let go of that which doesn't serve you, whether it's in the body, whether it's in the emotional state. Been here for about 4 minutes. We'll slowly allow ourselves to allow the left leg to go up the wall, the right leg will unhook. Feel free to bend the legs or maybe even press the feet into the wall a little bit, allow the hips to move and to adjust. We're going to do that on the other side. So flexing the right foot, the left foot, then drifts over the right. Once it connects and makes that hook, the right leg comes down the wall. And you'll feel that spot, that edge where you don't want to go, you don't want to strain or force. Just know that at first we're just observing. Start to point and flex the toe, do those sensory stimulations on the foot. Nice foot massage, the web between the toes. If you ever had any injuries, if you have any tight areas, if you like to ride a bike, you feel the edges when you pedal. Just showing the foot some love. Acupressure points in the foot. There are sensory proprioception and interoception to our brain back and forth. Thank the foot for being with you on every step of your journey. Maybe move that effort into the shins, the calves. Maybe you feel some sticky points moving to the thighs. I'm not a doctor, but I have heard that knee pain originates in the foot and in the hip, and that the knee is a pass-through. So if you experience any type of ongoing knee pain, maybe just observing ways that you can show the foot more love. And when you're ready to drop in, just allow yourself to find that place of stillness. The arms can go wherever is comfortable for you. Maybe the eyes closed. Just feel that left thigh coming closer to the earth. Maybe you feel the right foot being able to walk a little bit down the wall. One last little product recommendation for the foot. I, in the last year, have been using this item called a rock mat. It's available on Amazon, about $45. It has a little egg, like Lego, like the design of a Lego, where it has those coils that rise. Imagine lots of little eggs in that direction, and that device has helped me to reestablish sensation in a part of my foot that through cycling and through life I had been using that area of my foot incorrectly, and it's starting to nullify and dull that area. But the bottom of the foot and that sensation, it also corresponds to proprioceptors and neurons that are in the lower back. So this device, you just walk on it daily, maybe 5-10 minutes. If you're washing dishes or brushing your teeth, you just lay the rock mat around the house and just find time to stand on it, and it slowly opens up the fascia, the connective tissue around the bones. It doesn't feel great at first. It's really, it's kind of a physical therapy tool, but just a little opportunity to share other tools. You feel that left hip opening up. You want to help it out some, using the left elbow to add a little more torque. You're feeling that max amount of the edge, that sensation. And then whenever you're ready to find a place of stillness, just seeing if you can allow the bones to do the work. Recall your inhale, really what it's like to take a deep breath in. You really have to command that breath to go to the bottom, the belly, to feel the ribs expand. You just maximizing each cycle of breath, staying in the present moment. Here for about 45 more seconds. When you're ready to exit, you extend the right heel towards the sky, the left heel floats up. You can take a moment, maybe bend the knees, maybe just find a little bit of movement. And then we'll set up for our next shape, which is a version of Happy Baby. So you allow the knees to open towards the sides as they bend as well. And the feet start to spread out. You can stay here with the thighs coming towards the ground. That's the max shape. You can then take those pillows, if you like, and put them on the inside of the inner thigh, having just a little bit of weight here. Once you get there, maybe allow the arms to reach and extend. This is a version of Happy Baby. Feel that inner thigh, that heaviness, opening up that space, maybe in the low back, where you're feeling small parts of the psoas starting to respond as well. Stay here. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can find yourself into a nice inverted, I guess this is actually middle split. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it, just allow the legs to get nice and long and extend them out. You can allow the thighs to externally rotate so the heels come a little bit closer. The outer edge of the feet come closer towards the wall. Using pillows protecting the party zone area, but just feeling that expansion of the backside, the knees, the thighs, the legs, and then dropping in. Stay here for 4 minutes. Feeling each inhale, each exhale. You've been here for a moment, maybe you're allowed to flex through the heels and the ankles, allow the backs of the foot to find a little more depth. You'll find slowly the legs will start to find their way towards the wall. Just resisting the urge to force anything. You can go too deep. You can set yourself up for an overwhelming amount of sensation. Just listening to your body. Resisting the urge to try to force the shape, just allowing, you can say to yourself, I give myself permission to relax. Here for about another minute and a half, just observe where your mind is going. It's jumping to the future and playing time traveler or going back in the past. Just coming back, just observing where you feel sensation and feel your breath. If you like, whatever is crossing your mind, you can visualize it. And on your next inhale, imagine a giant red balloon, and as you take a big breath in, you start to surround the item in the balloon, and then as you exhale, you fill the balloon. You squeeze out all that air, take one more big breath in. You continue to fill up the balloon, then you tie the balloon off, and in your mind's eye, you let go, you allow it to start to float into the sky. You watch it as it darts left and right, up, and a little bit of a tail, and it starts to swirl, but it gets smaller and smaller as it finds its distance. It starts to move away from you, that item, letting go, no longer at the forefront, and just Just know that at any time you have an unlimited amount of balloons. Just feel that reset. Just enjoy the next 30 seconds here, just fully in the shape. Here for one more cycle of breath. Take a big breath in. And then slowly as you exhale, allow yourself to bend the knees, slowly bringing them back upright. We'll come back to where we started. And this is where we can use the pillows or the blocks or the bolsters. We're going to go into a twist. So I'm creating a little space, and whenever you're ready, you allow the hands to face down as the legs start to shift over towards the left side of the wall. Really being mindful of the tailbone and the right side of the hip, and you'll see quickly my feet are not even. The ideal space is to have the right foot over the left. That's if you have the range of motion to do so. But no worries, we're all in different spots within our practice in the physical form, so you can take a bolster or block or cushion, put it in between the legs. You can also take another one and put it on top. That just creates a little more space, a little more comfort. And then to go a little deeper into the twist, you can allow the right hand and the right shoulder to open up to the side as the gaze follows. And then just find a place of stillness. Really observe that right side of the glute, the right side of the hip, touching the earth. Maybe you energetically press into the right shoulder into the ground, or retract the shoulder down the back and see if that opens up a little more range of motion. Slowly, maybe the head starts to tilt towards the right side. The gaze follows. Maybe the drishti is towards that right hand. And then find a place of stillness. Just close your eyes. We're here for 3 minutes. Feel that space in the obliques, the side body. Feel the energetic inhale. One's facing in 2 different directions. Halfway through our time here, just allow yourself to check out for the next minute and a half. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, only to observe. We'll slowly start to exit the shape, removing first any pillows or apparatuses, bringing them over the head. Slowly allow the hands to come facing down to find the earth, and then we're going to slowly just bring the legs back upright. Once they get to center, you can then allow them to shift and drift to the other side of the wall. Maybe you use the blocks, the bolsters, just like you did the first time. Maybe you find a different range of motion. Maybe one side of the body's a little more naturally open. Most importantly, just allow yourself to find a place of stillness. That left arm, the left shoulder, start to find space. The gaze drifts over to the left, and just drop it. Listening to the sound of your breath. Rhythm similar to the waves of the ocean. Perhaps in your mind's eye, you just think of someone in your life that's easy for you to love, the very first person that comes to mind. Just hold space right now, feeling that compassion, feeling that
heart space starting to shine a little brighter, that light from within starting to glow a little bigger. Here for 1 minute. Feel each inhale, 3 more cycles of breath, big inhales. Feel the left side body expand. You feel the stomach. Observe the awareness, any sensations in the underarms, the neck. And then as you exhale, just feel the body getting more dense and heavy. 1 more big breath in. And squeeze out all the cold air. Whenever you're ready, we'll slowly remove any locks or bolsters. We'll allow ourselves to exit the wall. We're already facing that direction, so just continue to turn, exit very slowly, just like we got onto the wall. And in here, once we find ourselves on our towels or on our yoga mats, just realizing that we've had the spine held straight for the last 30 minutes. And let's put a little bit of mobility into the spine. We're going to do some cat-cow, so take a moment, really feel the shoulders stack over the wrists. Have the hips stacked over the knees, shoulders pulled away from the ears, energetically pressing into the earth, tilting the pelvis forward, pulling the shoulders back, allowing your gaze to lift as well as the heart. Big breath in. Feel the belly expand. Stay here for that full exhale, and then squeeze out all that old air. Just hold your breath at the bottom of the breath, seeing how long you can go before you need that fresh inhale. And whenever you do, then taking your fresh prana breath coming in, and then this time we'll tuck the tail, we'll tilt the head inward, turn around the spine, pressing into the earth so much you feel the shoulders starting to go around as well. You're going through some cat-cows on your own, nice and gentle. Starting a movement, the base, the tailbone, moving one vertebrae at a time. Maybe allow yourself to walk into puppy, extending the hands forward as we sink the heart, sitting back in the hips a little bit. And once you're there, maybe you do some cat-cows here as well. Really slow, making sure to actively press into the hands, the shoulders are engaged, really pressing the downward facing current of energy into the fingers. You drop a little deeper into puppy, maybe find the heart sinking towards the earth. Maybe you want to protract and retract the shoulders as well as those cat-cows, starting to just gyrate, to move the spine. Maybe do little circles, little barrel rolls, maybe isolating that effort towards that mid to upper part of the rib cage and just doing little micro movements. Just imagine that you have wings on the backside of your shoulders and you're just doing tiny little baby movements. And slowly walking back. And then here we are, our favorite opportunity to drop into Shavasana. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tape here because in theory we are in a hotel, so I don't want to belabor your time, but be sure to drop in a good 5-minute Shavasana. Just allow everything to rest, to reset, and it's my pleasure to lead you in this practice. May your practice continue.